The man at the helm of the NRL has done a great job over the last 9 years. Please make him welcome as our special guest tonight, David Gallop.
Hey guys.
You good?
Hey Dave.
Great start to the season so far, and of course TV ratings are up. Channel 9's killing it, and also the crowd attendances are up. You must be very happy where we're sitting at the moment.
Yeah, credit to our clubs and our players. The footy on the field's been terrific. Clubs and players getting involved in some great initiatives off the field, as we've just seen. Women in League round launched yesterday, celebrating the role of women in the game. And I think everyone excited about Origin. Hopefully it'll be 1-1. Certainly our finance people love it when it's 1-1. And sold-out crowd out there. The competition, the Dragons obviously showing the way, showing that you can have sustained success in the competition, but a few other teams going pretty well as well. I was over at the Warriors yesterday, just dropped in there, and the membership guys selling memberships, some great education and welfare programs through Don Mann and Jana Culver over there. Coach had a smile on his face. Yep. Just a good vibe in the joint. They had 40,000 people to round one, and I think that got missed in the hype of the start of the season, just how well the Warriors are going.
You've been pretty busy. I mean, you dropped into the Panthers and you had words with Gus. I mean, that was a small step for man, but a giant step forward for rugby league. You mentioned Origin, and here we are back at the same patch at Origin time. When is the best night to play it? We see a push coming for Mondays, a return to Mondays. We hear the players talking about standalone weekends for Origin. Where are we up to on all of that?
Yeah, look, it's not easy to come up with an ideal solution. Obviously, getting players to play 2 days after Origin is tough. I think we underestimate how important the 10-day build-up is to Origin. The guys get to go into camp, they get to have fun for a couple of days, and then they get down to the business. Their niggling injuries can be overcome in that 10-day build-up, and we all like the intensity of that. We have tossed around the idea that midweek is important, because if we play it on a Saturday, then we're giving up the weekend of club footy. So maybe we can move it earlier in the week, and we won't be forcing players to play 2 days later, or indeed be left out of the team, as we've seen with Darren this year with the Broncos. Probably a smart move by the coach, but everyone misses the excitement of him playing 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I think it's sad. I touched on the match between the Dragons and the Broncos a couple of nights after Origin. I mean, there could be 13 players there, and Griffin's already shown his hand, what he's going to do, and I don't know what Wayne's going to do, but that rostering and the mere fact that is there in our scenario as it is now, it's not good for the game. This is one of our blockbuster games I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, let's be careful though that Wednesday Origin has been really successful.
Yep.
It's the only show in town on that night. There's no other sport being played, and the ratings reflect how successful it's been over 30 years. We've tried a few other nights, and it hasn't been as good as that. But maybe if we move it earlier in the week, we overcome that situation of forcing players out onto the field 2 days later.
I think it's the only night for it myself. Wednesday night is perfect for it. And I like Paul Gallen's comments. Paul Gallen said, "Who cares? Suck it up, boys, and just get used to it."
Yeah.
That's I like. I appreciate his comments.
I'm inclined to agree with you. We've played much more on Wednesdays than any other night. The only nights we haven't played are Thursdays and Saturdays, apart from a match that was played in Los Angeles on a Thursday night. I wonder, though, whether we should be looking at the rostering of the games on the Friday night. Again, it comes back to your deals with television. I mean, a lot of the things that you have to do are to oblige television contracts. Why do we have 25% of our teams playing last Friday night?
Yeah, we've moved.
Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, it's difficult to get the buys in the right spots, though.
Okay.
You know, the buys have been placed after for some teams, which suits them. But there's no team in the comp that's immune from it. You know, if Canberra play a game without Josh Dugan, that's a big deal for them. So while some clubs may have more Origin players, there's some pretty important players in other clubs as well.
Mate, can I just say something on this? I agree with Fatty on this. I really think Wednesday night is the best night. Maybe the players disagree. I don't know about that. Some are saying they do, some don't. But you know who love it Wednesday night? The fans love it on Wednesday night. There's a 2 or 3 day, well, probably more than that, but there's a game on, I think Sunday's the last game, and